Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube viewers. Good morning, Facebook Nation. Good morning to all people. Beautiful day. I woke up today, and like I said, I shared with you because I think we're in a time right now where we all have to express how we all go through, hardships, how we all go through things. And one of the things that I get enjoyment from is I've said in a previous video that no matter how much the world comes at me, no matter how much, issues come my way, I use it and I channel it, and then I love more. I give more positivity. It's like almost taking negative energy and just charging it and going forward and applying it. And the benefits of it is that you're taking something and you're converting it and you're lifting others. And the key with lifting others, before I get into this, good morning once more, YouTube viewers, Facebook Nation, to men, women, children around the world, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter what language that you speak. May you have the most beautiful day. And for whatever goals that you have set for yourself on this day, may those goals come to fruition. So it's beautiful. And when we think about a topic, today's topic is taboo. Taboo is something that you know that exists, but in your mind you believe it not to exist. And what I'm talking about, where I apply the word taboo, is with brainwashing and manipulation. How we've been brainwashed and how we've been manipulated. And what I'd like to use is, before I start, condolences to the people of Buffalo, New York, condolences to the victims of Buffalo, New York, and condolences to all the people around the world, because this is not just happening in one place, it's happening all over the world. But again, it's taboo for us to look outside of what's happening in front of our right door, outside of our front door. Anything else like that, we don't think to exist. So I wanted to start off today where we have this taboo. And the taboo says that, if somebody has money, they're excused of their crimes. And, there's a millionaire boys club out here that exists. And most people will say, well, there's a lot of millionaires. No, this is a pedophilia millionaires boys club. I made in an earlier video about, certain places in the world where, they traffic these children. They sell their children. They literally, family members sell their children. Some of those people, they move here, and they are here. But I'm going to use an American millionaire. This man that you see right here, his name is Kent Frank. He's out of Miami, Florida. He's a multi-millionaire, even while he's in prison. But the sad reality is when he was caught, he's probably out free and in another country. But what he did as a millionaire, everywhere he traveled, he was taking photos, sleeping with children. And, the world looks away from it because he didn't just pick up and become a millionaire and not be a pedophile and say, hey, I'm a millionaire now, I'm a pedophile. No, he was dealing with people who condone the behavior. There are people that were around this man who knew that he was doing questionable things. But because he had money, he had influence, people turned a blind eye. Now he's over in a Filipino prison, sitting there doing time, waiting to be extradited back to the United States if he's already not in the United States doing time. But this man had over 110 kids, a serial pedophile. So they don't stop, and it didn't start because he became a millionaire. So sometimes we have to push aside the benefits, and this applies to racism as well. The 18-year-old kid in Buffalo, the 18-year-old terrorist that went to Buffalo and did what he did to the people. There were people around him that did taboo. They supported that language, they supported his rhetoric, and just sat there and basically turned a blind eye to it. And then when the bad things happen, it's like, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about Jeffrey Epstein, where, they're questioning stars like Naomi Campbell. Oh, I never knew the guy. Oh, but what about these pictures? Well, I didn't say I didn't know him, but I don't know him personally. Well, what about these pictures? So we have to stop to say that we're contributing to certain types of behaviors by what we condone. And it's like I said about the man that, operates the store, where he made a comment about a person who had mental disability. And I chose not to go there anymore. And I shopped there for like 5 years. So, and the guy is actually a good guy. If anything, he is a good guy. He's always been a good guy. But that one comment, I have to stand. I have to stand because I'm a person who believes that all humanity has a purpose. And that as long as we sit back and we find the little things to point out about people, then it encourages other people to do harm to those people, innocent people. So this is, again, a taboo. Well, I didn't know. So I want to leave with this example because this is something that, like I said, it crosses all races. Now, looking at the situation that took place in Buffalo, this is the perfect time for people to have gotten together and mobilized as far as people of color and as far as people who were fed up with this type of violence against people for no reason, terrorism. So why isn't that? Why isn't any organization, why isn't? I can't say the words because they already shadow ban me and blackball me. So, I can't say their name, but you know what I'm talking about. This is the perfect situation for the George Floyd. This is the perfect situation for the George Floyd situation as far as protests worldwide. But see, we can't use it because, again, we're being played by our own people. Again, that organization played its people. So now that when something really is tangible, something really that can change because there's no excuses, they led you to follow something and follow somebody who, look at the end result of it. We're working people, a working community, people who are doing, what the American way is supposed to be about. And we're wiped out. But you can say nothing about it because you sat there and we ran after, police brutality. But it's beyond police brutality. This is the incident that proved that. So if we don't wake up and stop these taboos and take these blinders off and start asking real questions about real issues that are going on in this world, the world's never going to change. We're only talking about a box. Gun control, gun control, gun control. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Why did that person need a gun in the first place? Start there. Instead of we have to stop this. That's all a ploy. Stop following the taboo. Because the taboo is leading us into a place where we get things like this, where a person sleeps with a woman. The woman gets a tattoo because, again, she's a person who wants to lock relationships, so she doesn't want to go through the time process. So it's sex and then love. She gets the tattoo. The guy doesn't want to sleep with her no more, and this is all over the internet as well. One is a football player, the other one is a musician. And he posted, the fact that she did this. And who does that? And then sat there to tell people, the world, what he had done with her. And she's apologizing to him. So when we think about how backwards we're chasing this false god, which is the dollar, we're allowing a lot of different variations of really bad things to take place around us. And we're giving excuses. We're not making up excuses. The media and just the social interaction alone, and as well as propaganda, gives us a bag full of excuses. What I do and what I say to you people today is take that bag that they gave you, because they put it in your baggage through childhood, through all of your life, take that out of your bag and throw it away. And start looking at the world, because the world is passing us by as well as the world is getting worse. And we have to start looking at it as what little parts are we playing, in the grand scheme of things. So everyone have a beautiful day. I'm glad that I'm out here today enjoying this morning with my friend, as well as, the people that we came out here to greet today, which is a beautiful thing. I love coming out to greet people from all walks of life because we're all going through the same thing. And even in the conversations that I have with people, I talk about the same things I talk about with you, because it is that real. So, as long as we don't open up dialogue, how can we reach other people? And then have all those other people take it into their households and say, you know what, I heard something that kind of makes sense, and I'm going to have to disagree. That's how you change the bonds of racism, hate, every type of thing there is, envy, jealousy, just by a little dialogue to say, you know what, I don't agree with that. A person is a person, and there should be no way if a person is going to do this and a person is going to do that. I should not be involved, and nor should you. So with that, everyone, have a beautiful day. Have an awesome day. Men, women, children, no matter where you are, I am so blessed that that the Most High has given me a voice to really put things together and to really, really see the world. And that didn't come without pain and heartache. So, and also look for me on the live stream. That's something that's going to be coming up, I say, about another week or two. So I'm going to be sending out messages to, different people, through the Messenger app that, come and check out my channel. I'm going to let them know about the date that we can start doing something once a week where you ask me a question. You ask me a question and I answer that question. But I don't just answer your question for specific. I can tell you through the timeline of reality of our existence, meaning using historical as well as health and every type of outside information that there is to tell you that how things got this way. And that these things are not only applied to you, but they're applied to everyone around. And then you get to see how this system works. That you're like, wait a minute, I don't even know that person, but I know exactly what's going on. And now we'll see. Because that gives us an insight to say that if we see things coming like the Matrix, we just pull them out the sky one by one. So have a beautiful day, everyone. And I know I kept it kind of long, but I would love to spend the morning with everyone, and have this conversation and then allow everyone to just go out into the world and just, be the best person that they can be. So all I can do is say this to my viewers and, the people out here. May you have the best day and be the best person that you can be. And with that, everyone, peace and blessings.